Hello, welcome to the project. Water is annoying. When I was about 4, I took the metal strip off of a package of wax paper and I tried to use it as a saw, cut through a 2x4. And you know how that turned out. And when I was 10, 11, 12, I was enthralled with the marionette science fiction shows on television. They had some really cool rocket ships. And I realized they were models. And I thought, I want to make one of those models. So the only tool I had was a dull pocket knife, and I found a piece of wood out in the barn. But that project didn't get very far either. But ever since then, it's always been a quest to find better tools. And I never seem to have the right ones. There were times when I thought I had all the tools I wanted. Even recently I thought that. But it wouldn't be long before something else would crop up and I would need another tool. Something happened recently. I got old. I had to do some work on my truck. It was the exhaust manifold was leaking. The gasket was blown out. And so 20 years ago, it would have been a 30-minute job. But I started on that, and 6 hours later I finished. And I felt like I had lost the fight. I was cut, bruised, sore from climbing up, over, and around. That night I was sitting in the garage in the dark, nursing my wounds, soothing my ego, and a moment of clarity came over me. I realized that in my condition, every single item in this garage was useless to me now. That includes the motorcycle. I can't drive it because of my left hand. and that's the clutch. You don't want to pop the clutch on 150 horsepower in an intersection. But that was a moment of enlightenment. I saw I didn't need all these tools. Even I made a decision to just sell them all in the auction, get rid of them. They lay there like unfinished projects that just eat on my nerves. So I made arrangements to get rid of them. And truth be told, there's still a lot more in the house. Probably more than I need in here for what hobbies I can do. So here I am, 50 plus years later, back to a pocket knife and a piece of wood. Except this time, the pocket knife is sharp and the wood is walnut. Oh, that piece of walnut, let me tell you about that. I went to Menards. They used to sell walnut, but there was none there. And I asked the clerk about it. He said, we can order it. And I said, fine, let's do that. So they did. And I waited and waited and waited. And finally I called them and they said, oh yeah, it's here. And I went down there and they couldn't find it. They searched and got another fellow over and he searched. They said, wait, we'll just have to reorder it. We can't find it. I said, all right, let's do that then. This gets complicated. I can't remember the details, but somehow I went back and they had found the original one and gave me that. And a couple of days later, they told me that the one they'd reordered came in too. So I went and got that one too, but it was kind of a shock when I got it home and opened it up, and there was a great big old knot right in the middle of it. I can usually work around that stuff though. Judicious cutting of the wood. One of these days I have to sharpen all of those. That's going to be an ordeal. They haven't been sharpened in years. Usually it's this. I think that's sharp. What do you think? Is that sharp? Can you see it? Let me see. If I get the light just right. The camera won't focus on it. It's so sharp the camera can't focus on it. That'll do.